Yo, yo, yo. It's Marky Mark's Tarot. It's been one of those days today. It's just been one of those days. And we have to say, not today, Satan. Not today. Not today. Just got to keep telling Satan he ain't going to get me. It ain't going to happen. So try and give up. Try to go live on YouTube and the camera's not working. So now I'm on StreamYard and it works perfectly fine. So I had this issue a couple months ago and I don't know why it happens, but it just happens and there's always ways around it. And here I am. Anyway, just want to let everybody know that not only do I have only had PayPal all this time, but I do have super chat options now. So you can super chat me um, for a question now if you don't have PayPal. Or if you want to do it that way, it's no problem. And of course, it's going to aggravate me. Yep, I knew it was going to aggravate me. So today has been one of those days where you just say to yourself, yep, can't always be good at every day. Let me see if it's working properly. There you go, that's me. I'll let your boy. All right, so yay, back as the Fred Super Chat. OMG, OMG. I have to get my damn PayPal link up here. Thanks, Beck. I appreciate you. Love you like life. I appreciate you being my first super chat. At least it works. I know it works now. I know they're not bullshitting me. And I thought I'd never see the day that I was going to have it. Just give me a second. I'm just trying to put up my link here so I keep forgetting. Copy. Right. Yeah, she had to break the cherry. Becky even wrote, I'm the first super chat. All right, let me see if I can post this. I wonder if I can pin. Oh, yeah, I can do it too. Okay, cool. I'm on StreamYard because when I go on YouTube and the camera doesn't work. So I'm fucking pissed. I'm like, what the hell, man? So I'm kind of annoyed at that. But Becca, you can ask your question whenever you're ready. And I appreciate you being the first one and showing your boy some love. I appreciate that. I'll never forget. I'll never forget for as long as I live that you were my first one. You popped the cherry. You broke my super chat virginity. Oh my God. I'm so privileged. All right. Let me stop fucking around. That's right, your daddy's little angel. Don't you forget it. All right, you said you want a journal for the rest of this month of May. All right, cool. Have you been tidying up around your house, like around your apartment? Have you been tidying everything up, like being cleaner lately? Not saying you're dirty or or something like that, but I'm talking about like, have you like been more neat lately, or have been more like yeah, decluttering? Yes, okay, yeah, that's the way to put it. Your mom says she's happy that you do that. She says get rid of all the shit that you don't need and to clean up. You know how like women, some like I see her like on the ground, like on the floor. I don't know if you have like a carpet or something like that, or like a clear beige floor or something like that. Like she's like not sitting, like she's sitting on her legs. Like how you kneel down and then you go back and you sit on like your back of your legs. She sits on the back of her legs and like plays with KK. I can see her mom. She came to me right away. Oh my god! Like, poof. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah. She's on like some carpet or rug or something. Yeah. I can see her. I can see her there. All right. So what I even get you in the reading. I got you the Libra Justice, but it came out reverse. So let's see what this is all about. All right. So you might be discontinuing your effort and you're disappointed in some situations. You might be shy sometimes and modest, and sometimes like you might feel like, I have to do this for myself because I know something better is coming. You might be preaching that to yourself. I know something better is coming. I'm not going to make any effort unless I get any back. You also might be accused of being a bad partner or biased or unfriendly, or you judge too much in someone. This is like someone talking to you, saying this to you. Could be BD, or it could be like someone else that that's in your energy. They could be trying to like make you look like you're the untrue friend, or you're the bad person, or falsely accusing you of something, telling you you're not being fair to them, and they're playing victim around you. Try not to allow that this person to like make you feel that way. Or this could be also you getting rid of somebody, and ever since you got rid of this person, you're happier. 'Cause I got the sun here, at the end of the spread, and it tells me that you're satisfied and you feel more accomplished without certain person around you. And this can also mean that by the end of this month, you find like that the more you're devoted to yourself and you're better off without somebody, then you'll feel like your day-to-day feeling will be like, what, I don't even miss this person, or I don't even care about this person, or I don't care, I feel more sociable. I feel like by working more and being out there more, I feel like happier. I feel like things are better off by myself. You might be feeling all these ways, and you feel like more sincere, and you feel satisfied and accomplished that you're doing the things that you want to do. Like you might be feeling like I can control my own life and I don't have to worry about nobody else. And from now to the end of the month, like for the next like 3 weeks, you're gonna have like a lot of work. You'll have people come to you for readings, and like your workload will be good. Anything you want to like, anything you have dignity in, and you have like, people know that you have the skill, and people know that you're dedicated to your work life. Um, and you'll be in high demand these next 3 weeks. Like people will come to you more. people will give you like more of a good reaction. You'll feel like almost like a master at your craft. Hey Dan, what's up, bro? I've been putting in more consistent effort. Yeah, yeah, and if you keep doing that, it's gonna benefit you more and more and more. Like, you know what I'm saying? It'll benefit you a lot. You'll be very happy because I got the Three of Pentacles at the bottom. So you got the Sun, the Three of Pentacles, and then I got the Justice reversed, and I got the Eight of Cups. So this is like you personally with that Eight of Cups and the Justice reversed. That tells me that you're the Libra that's, you were feeling like when it comes to like partnerships or friendships, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna put my guard up, I'm gonna keep everybody at a distance, I'm not gonna like deal with certain people, I'm not gonna keep putting these people in back in my life and turning off the switch and turning on the switch. I know I can do it without them, and I'm gonna continue to go that way. Like, so if you feel like that's the case and you want to be that way, then you know that you don't have to be that person that they judge you as. This could be like a judgment of someone looking at you and saying, you know what, you're like, if you're blaming somebody this month for how things was, right? Then stay that way. Like, just you don't have to like keep reminding yourself or the person of what they've done or how they've treated you. Just like move on, like, and just be like, you know what, like, I'm happier when I don't have someone like telling me what to do or around me or suffocating me with their bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Just move in silence, because that's the best way. With this Sun and Three of Pentacles, that tells me, the rest of this month is going to be great. You're going to like, if you continue to do what you say and say what you do, then you'll be all right. Just try not to go back to anyone who has called you or falsely accused you of things, or don't go back to these untrue friends that you have, because I know you have a habit of doing that. You let people back in that you've cut off, or you have let people in that you've put a red flag on. So don't do that. You might get tested in the next 3 weeks by someone who has aggravated you in the past and judged you, and then you're going to be like, you know what, if I move on from you, I'm going to get better people in my life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So try not to do that. And like mom's here as well, she's rolling her eyes because she says, Mark, you have to tell her. And I'm like, I know, I'll tell her. Daddy would tell her. Don't worry. Okay, Dan. What did you have for dinner? Hey, Virgo, what's up, sweetie? How you doing? So overall, Becca, it looks like a good month. Just trying not to allow people back into your life, and just know that your mom is there in spirit, and she's playing with KK on the carpet there. I saw her, and I'll see if I can like get anything else from her. But like, she rolled her eyes when I said that to you, because she knows, like, she knows how you are. Like, don't try and don't like say, look, take back that person like that. That ain't good for you. Like, don't allow people to come back into your energy now that it's good, if that makes sense. Because every time I feel like you're out there a lot in the public eye, like I feel like those people are watching you, and you know who I'm talking about. Like, there's certain people that watch you, and they're gonna like, yeah, let me try and ride on her coattails. You know what I'm saying? And I know how you are, like, but you have to be like, you have to stand up for yourself and be like, nah, you ain't gotta say fuck you, like, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta be like, nah, I don't. I just kind of want to do things on my own. Like, just be cool about it. Like, you don't have to be like me. You don't have to say, look, fuck you, and I don't care about you. You can be. That's cool, but Braggy, you said, Mark, you already decided not to move forward to Pisces. Hey, well, you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You know how these people are. I try and tell everybody, like, I've been trying to tell my sister too, because she's been getting like She says a couple guys try to hit on her every now and then, and she like kind of feels like she wants somebody, but then again, like she just feels so free and cool and single. I told her, I said, a lot of people in my chat room are the same way, We're all single and happy, and then the people that are married, they're happy too. So the married couples that come in here don't talk about their spouses being, shit. They actually, are cool with them. So that's a good thing. Like, so it doesn't matter. Like, stay single, and when you feel like, somebody, you can get them. That's all. Yeah, meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and peas. Oh, that sounds good. We had takeout tonight. And I don't really like getting takeout all the well, I don't hardly ever get takeout. Probably like once or twice a week, maybe. Oh, it depends on what it is. But I had a bacon cheeseburger platter with fries and coleslaw. It was pretty good. It was the bomb.com. So that was good. I really didn't want all of that, but I said fuck it. You I didn't really have much of a lunch because I was so busy doing shit. But anyway, yeah. Hey, Hermana, how you doing? Virgo would have slapped the shit out of him with the iron. Uh, what was I gonna do? Shit. Oh, Beckham. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm doing good. Ilda, it's good to see you. I hope you had a good trip. But like I was saying, right? She's just happy that you're cleaning up and you're like, you're doing what you have to do at home. And she showed me like her playing with your son, like on that carpet with some toys or something. Like I can see like a red object or something that she's playing with him. He likes it or something red. So anyway, like I see her, she's actually in a red dress, your mom in spirit, and she has like her hair pulled to the side, and she's just like telling me that she wants to play around, play with KK and be with him, and she's just happy that you cleaned up everything. She said that before to me, like she would always tell me like, oh, tell her clean up her shit, like or whatever, or something like that. I think she told me that before one time. Or she's happy you clean something. I can't remember. But I haven't seen her in a long time. But she's cool though. She's all right. Like, I don't know if she wants to say anything else. Ah, see, that's what she must be talking about then, because she says you've been doing some cleaning. Because as soon as I started shuffling your cards, your mom was like, "Hey, Mark," and she was like, "Tell my daughter that I'm happy that she's cleaning everything up." And I'm like, "What?" And then she was like, "Anyway, I'm gonna go play with my grandson on this," and then I could see her on like a carpet, and she was like kneeling down but sitting on her legs, and like she has like her hair behind her ear, and like her hair was coming down, like her hair is like kind of long, like down to like her breasts, like chest area. And she was like, "Oh, she's cleaning up." That's what she said. She's cleaning up, and I'm so happy she's cleaning. She was like, "Oh, thank God she's cleaning this shit." Like that's what she did. Yeah, she plays with him. She plays with him with the toys and stuff. Like if he has like toys or anything like that, I see her like playing with him and stuff. Yeah, so you see, she's right there. So that makes sense. She's right there with him. That's cool though. I'm glad she's with him. And you know who else is in the background, but he doesn't really say too much is your brother. I don't know if he smoked cigarettes back then, but like I see him like sitting off like smoking. Maybe he smoked some weed or whatever. I don't know. But I don't know if he smoked. He probably did. I'm not sure. But like I see him standing up next to like a white door, and he's like standing up there just watching. Yeah, he's like the guard dog, yo. He's like I always see like sometimes spirit just stands there and they're like guarding like they're on their post. Your door is white. Yeah, he's by a white door. I see him next to a white door. Yeah. Remember I saw him at the front door before one time outside and he was like sitting outside and he was telling me, yeah, I ain't letting nobody come around here. But today he's standing up like I can see him smoking like and he's standing up like by a white door. He's there too. That's pretty cool to see them there. I'm glad they're there with you. That's probably why the bird came on your porch the other day. That's probably why. See, it's like it's their way of saying, "Hey, we're here." Just make sure you water the plants. Yeah, make sure you water the plants. Don't forget. Every 2 days, water the plants. Yeah. Yeah. See, there you go. Yeah. I haven't read for you in a while, but your mom came through and your brother's there too. But your brother don't really say nothing. He just stands guard. He's like the guard dog. He just sits. He just stands there and we're like, yeah. Like he went. He just spoke, but he didn't say nothing. Like he never says anything. Sometimes spirit don't say nothing. Sometimes they do. But your mom is there. That's a good thing. Your mom's playing with her grandson, so she's happy. So anyway, Becca, thank you for my first super chat. I appreciate you. I'll never forget. You know, you were my first one. By the way, everybody, I'm now monetized. You know, I don't know if the how you say it, but you know, you can now use the super chat option if you don't have PayPal or Cash App or anything else. So yeah, YouTube finally gave me my flowers. So yeah, I'm good to go now. So I got another option of payment. So for those of you, you know, who need to know that, good. And yeah, I have you know, booty chats now. Yeah, super chats. So yeah, I have that now. So I'm glad, and I want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart, with all my heart, that you know, yeah, you know, it's only for people who like want to use it, you know, because I have a lot of people coming here and be like, oh, if you had super chat, I'd get a reading, and I'm like, well, sorry, I don't have it yet, like you know, but I'm like, look, I have it now, so I had to get like a couple more hours and videos, and I did it all. So I finally reached it. I reached the you know, and I did it organically, and I did it with no help of you know paying YouTube to get it. So I can officially say I did it legitly and legally. And it took me almost 5 years to get it, but I got it, and I couldn't have done it without all of you for sure. And I'm very like happy you guys you know, have been there with me through it all, and I appreciate it very much. And of course, now Virgo is gonna play with the super chats now. Thank you, Virgo. But yeah, thanks, Hermana. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate all you guys. You know, I honestly like I don't. I'm just kind of like speechless when I realize it, and I'm like, fuck, I can't believe it took all this time. Like to get like this shit. But I didn't really care for it too much because I knew like I thought it wasn't an option for me being in Bermuda. But you know, that's the thing. Like so anyway, like I couldn't have done it without everybody. And a special shout out to Star Lotus Tarot. shouted me out a couple months ago, and a lot of the people that she brought to me boosted me up to that 1,000 subscriber mark. So I want to especially thank her because if it wasn't for her, then I probably wouldn't have got over that hump. So I appreciate what she did for me, like, and her and her husband Tony. I appreciate them. Special shout out to them, and of course everybody that comes in here, like people that have been with me for years. I appreciate all the love. Appreciate everybody recommending people to me and stuff like that. I appreciate it. Hope I don't let anybody down. But yeah, overall, I just want to say thanks to everybody. Like, I really do appreciate it. And I'm gonna put it up on my community page because I kind of didn't believe it until I actually see it now. So yeah. So now that I actually see it works, I can like put it up on my community page and like make an official, thank you. So yeah. So I'm glad everybody has another option. And because I know people are like kind of irritated, that they couldn't get nothing from me. So now you can. All right. Daisy, how you doing? Thanks for the super chat. I gotta get used to saying that. Oh boy. I definitely gotta get used to saying that. And Virgo, thanks for yours, Becca. Appreciate you guys on my first super chat people. So I appreciate it. Let me see. Virgo, if you want to ask me something, you can go ahead. And Daisy, I see your question. I'll answer you as well. All right, you said, hi, I would like an update on a karmic situation in my connection with soulmate. Current situation is I had pulled away my power back in March. I discovered he's having a baby. Is that true? So you want to find out if the person you left is now having a baby with somebody else? All right, let me see. I don't really get that. I don't. I don't really get that he's like having a baby with somebody else. I think he's communicating, amongst himself, and I think that I don't see like a baby here or a person. I got a woman here reversed. So and I get him here, the Emperor, and then I got like the 8 of Wands. So I get communication, but I don't get like him having a baby with somebody. I think this is like false news. I don't think it's true. Because if it was, the woman would be upright. So to me, it's telling me no. There's like temptation and stuff between this guy and another woman, but I don't see like a baby or anything like that. I don't get that. Hey Ashley, how you doing? Hey Ninja. It's not ever between us, but he felt sneaky through. He never admitted. Yeah. So right now, I would say like he's not really. He's focused a lot on himself. He's communicating a lot back and forth with people around him, and I see like every plan he makes is not really coming to fruition. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't get nothing like that. This person's nothing to him. It's just a person that he talks to. Like she's tempted. She's tried to tempt him, right? To be with him, but he doesn't want her. I got a woman here, but she's reversed. That tells me he doesn't want her. Like she might be feeling like some type of way where like she's tried to use like her power and try to like get him to talk to her, but he's not doing it. I don't get no connection between him and this woman. Hi, Susan. I got you guys donations. I got a few people ahead of you. Like I don't see him with this person. I see him by himself. I think he's still married. Yes, he's still married legally, but he's getting a divorce because I got here. There's no harmony in this marriage, and there's no love interest. Like and she's like broke his heart because I get the Ten of Swords here. But yes, they are. To answer your question, they're still married, but he's probably getting a divorce. Yes, because I got the Five of Pentacles here at the end. So that tells me that he's getting a divorce. And I got him here, Page of Cups. And on the bottom, I got Ten of Swords, which means it's over. But I don't see no babies here. I just see like a marriage getting divorced and she's hurt and very disappointed and sad. He's like he tried to like work it out, but like nothing like that. I can't answer like 50 questions, you know? I told you I don't see no children, and I don't see like anything a woman like around him. So he's getting rid of all of it. So all right. Well, maybe you are the only one, but you're not asking me that. You see what I'm saying, sweetheart? You asked me, right? Did he have a baby with somebody? And I said no. And that's the answer of the question. And I told you a little bit more. So whatever he's telling you, he might be lying to you. But I see him by himself. I don't see him with nobody. And looks like he is getting a divorce, but he's technically married. And I don't see no children here. Nothing. So whatever he's telling you, he might be just telling you that. So you got to figure out if he's lying or not, which I think he is to a certain extent. And just for the record, I want you to know that if he really wants you, if a person really wants you, they're going to be with you. You see what I'm saying? If a person really wants you, you're calling him your soul connection and all that shit. Like you only should be calling him that if that is your true person. Like right now, if he's married to somebody else, how the heck is he your like soul connection and your soulmate? Like you know what I'm saying? Like don't let him like be that person. Don't put that in your like in the universe, because then you're gonna get things like this where like he's probably lying to you or telling you what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Well, I know he's not right for you, especially if he's married. Because I see he is married, but he's not happy in his marriage. So that's probably why if he's talking to you now, exactly. So Daisy, I would not get yourself involved in that, but I can't tell you what to do. I can just give you advice. All right. If somebody really wants you, they're going to be with you. You can super chat me again, but I only do one question for $5. You've asked me like 5 or 6 already, sweetheart. And I have to go on to the next person. All right. Virgo, let me see. What should I expect tomorrow at work? All right, Virgo, you're next. $1.99 ain't gonna cut it, sweetheart. It's $5 a question. All right, Daisy, no problem. Thanks. All right, so Virgo, what I get here is at work, there's gonna be like a woman there, and it could be the same woman that we see all the time, right? Um, her judgment of you is, false. She doesn't consider you like a good work partner. She doesn't consider you like somebody who is like a true friend. She thinks you're biased towards her, not fair, all that type of stuff. So this person also might be like really mad and sad that you're doing better than her at work. So there's like a conflict of interest and a mental like way this person thinks. Like she must be really, really jealous of you because I'm getting like this woman is not happy that seeing you advance. So, and the reason for this is because you might actually get like if you did apply for that job, like I see that you might be getting it, like you know what I'm saying, and things might be better for you at the end of the week and going into next week. Like things might turn around. Like don't worry about this person and don't worry about the disappointment that they've caused you and like discontinue your effort all around with like certain plans you've made and don't be shy. Just like obviously don't get yourself involved with this person because they really want to disappoint you and they really want to start trouble and they really mentally want to get to you, right? But if you don't do that, then you ain't got to worry about it. But I see this person here, they're reversed and they're trying to get in your energy and trying to make you feel a certain way. Like if they know that you're trying to get that job or they know that you're doing good at work and you're being praised or you just like feel like a certain way at work, or you are like doing something at work, they're like, you know, yeah, it could be, yeah, because she's mad because that you probably applied for it, and she's mad because she's going up against you. Yeah, she's mad that I think she knows that you applied for it, or if you I don't know, yeah, if you apply for it, then you might actually get it because I get the Ace of Wands here, and that's like getting like something new, starting something new. And if you get that, she's gonna be hating on you even more. Or she might be like, in the background, sneak this in or saying, hey, look, this person, like, like they're probably saying, look, Virgos don't deserve this shit. I do. I'm being here longer, or I'm this way, or I have more qualification. She might be like running you down, falsely accusing you of doing dumb shit. You see what I'm saying? So she might be like really, really getting like talking shit about you, but it ain't gonna work. So that's why I see her as the Ten of Swords. She's gonna be so hurt and butthurt and hurt all around when she finds out that you end up getting this. So it's gonna make her even more mad. And this could be vice versa. This could be you getting like mad too because she like dissed you and shit. But with this Ace of Wands at the end, it's telling me like you're going to begin something that's meaningful to you. It's going to be a new adventure. You know, the start of some getting a gain. If this job is giving you more money, like I said in the other time, if this is giving you more money, this is what this means. Like, but when you get this, it's gonna piss her off, which is good. It's good to piss off your haters. Me laugh at your haters and give them more to hate on. You know. So Virgo, I would say that at the end of this week. So if they're gonna tell you tomorrow, I feel like tomorrow is the day where you get that that gain and that go ahead that hey look you got this. But when she finds out, she's gonna be super pissed. And I would and just to like cover my ass here and just like kind of like This also could be like her getting it and you feeling like some type of way. But I doubt it, like, because I don't really get that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really get that. Hey, what's up, IG? Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. I couldn't have done it without you guys, you know? So I appreciate it. So yeah, like it could be both, like, you know. Yeah, exactly. Well, join the club, Virgo. Good people always get critiqued and good people always get disrespected. It's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the way it is. It's unfortunate, but yeah, we can't do anything about it because people are just gonna be stupid anyway. So. But anyway, it looks good. Looks like you're gonna get a good result. You know, looks like a good result at the end. Like you're gonna just let me know what happens. You know, because that's it's like giving me like a mixed bag of shit there. But to get that Ace of Wands at the end, it just means that you know something new is gonna happen. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Susan, you're next. I got Susan and then Ashley. All right. I'll get to everybody for sure. All right. So Susan. Yeah, obviously, but she won't be happy for you. So if you genuinely are gonna be happy for her, then that means it ain't her. Then that means it ain't you being salty. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you're not like that. But I think it's gonna devastate her when she finds out you got one up on her. You know, like it's probably gonna cause a lot of issues. But hey, if you get it, let me know so that way you know we can laugh at her. Fuck your haters. You know, let them all hate on you. All right, Susan, you said, am I good to make a big investment tomorrow? All right, let's see. You're welcome, sweetheart, and thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. Can't believe I'm actually saying that. Thanks for the super chat. I feel like the rest of the YouTube world now. Oh, God. Yeah, me too, you know, somewhat, you know. I mean, I'm not a hater, but I feel like some people don't deserve certain things, you know. I feel like everything should be earned and not given, but some people deserve to be given things sometimes, especially if they're a good person. All right, Susan. You said, should you make issues? Should Susan make a big investment tomorrow? Should Susan make a big investment tomorrow? I would say no. If you do make this investment, you probably won't get what you want out of it. It'll probably cause you more problems than it's worth. Even though it's something, if it's something new, then I would say that you'll overcome it if you do it, but you'll still like be mad at the end of the day because it's not going to give you the investment back that you actually put in. So I would say this is going to cause you problems. It's going to cause you obstacles. If it's something that you've invested in before, it's still going to give you like the same result. Like you'll probably overcome, even if you fail, you'll overcome it in the end. But I feel like if you do it tomorrow, it's not going to be beneficial to you. I also feel like the place or the person you invest in, they have an ulterior motive. Like they're trying to get you to do it so they get the money and you get tricked out of it. So beware of that. Beware of that type of like adverse business, like or that like advice you get from the person or the thing that you want to invest in. So be careful with that. And I feel like this is just gonna make you feel like bad at the end because you're gonna invest and then it's not gonna work. I don't get nothing really like positive on it. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay, cool. So whether it's a person or a thing, I feel like it's not going to be offered more than what you invest in. Like it's not going to come to a point where you're going to be like, oh, great. You know, I got my investment, you know, I got what I, you know, paid for or invested in. So I'm not getting anything good on that for tomorrow, Susan. Now, I asked if you do this another time, and it says yes. Like tomorrow is not a good time, but if you want to do this, like, you know, at a different time, it would be a little bit better. I don't know if that makes sense. But right now is not the time. But if you were to like invest in a different time frame, it'll be better. Like I'm getting 3 to 6 weeks time. So June, July, like in June, July, if you want to invest, then that would be better. But right now, I would say no. Yeah, if it's possible to invest next month, it's giving me a better scenario here. Like you'll get a victory out of it. It'll be more of a better combination if that makes sense. I got all good cards for that. But if you do it tomorrow, it's not going to work in your favor. But if you do it in June or July, it'll be a lot beneficial. So it could be like a time thing where it's not good to do it now. But if you want to do it, if you still want to do it, I would say do it in June or July. That'll be your best option. And I got great cards for June and July. So maybe this has to like, and maybe people are trying to like, whoever invests in it now will build it up for June, July. So when you go and invest in something for June and July, it'll be already up there. It'll be a better investment because it's already, you're letting everybody else invest before you do, if that makes sense. I don't know. Or it depends on what you're doing, but you don't have to say it. But you know, if it makes sense, then I would say do it next month or July. So June, July is good months. 3 to 6 weeks. All right, Susan. Got me? All right, cool. Hope that made sense. And, you know, 3 to 6 weeks go by really fast. So the next thing you know, it'll be all there. All right. Ashley. You said, how will TJ feel after we have our conversation about stability and getting a little more stable? All right, cool. Let me check that. All right. Ashley, let me know if you're here so I can do your reading. All right, you're here? Cool. Okay. All right, so what I'm getting here is TJ is he's going to like the fact that you guys are communicating and talking about this. The only thing that I see here is like, if he's the type of person that is worried about his finances and how he's going to get money to be stable, that's the only thing that's bothering him, right? But he likes the new possibilities that you present. He likes the fact that, you know, you're approaching things this way. you're approaching things the way you're approaching it. You know, you have like, he's glad that you've given him like the knowledge about things and stuff like that. And he's also like very happy to be with you. After he talks about it, he's going to be really happy with your ideas and how you come forth with, you know, what exactly you have to say, like, you know. So he's going to feel very happy. I got the Sun card at the very end. I got him as the Knight of Wands. I got the Four of Pentacles reversed and the Four of Cups reversed. So that just tells me that he's worried about getting stable and how he's going to get stable. So if he's the type of person that is worried about his finances or worried about spending money, right? Then that's like the only like thing that's on his mind, you know? Yeah. So all that stuff is still good. He's like glad that you're bringing up these more scheduled new ideas. If this is like a new idea of yours or a new approach to figure out the issues or the problems that you're having, then he's gonna be happy with that. You know, I see him like ready to make the alterations and ready to advance and do whatever you want him to do. Especially if you wear the pants, you know. Right, he's gonna be cool with the new approach. He's cool with that, you know. Because I get like when I get the Four of Cups reversed, that tells me that's a new approach. Like you're no longer like worried and shit too much. He's gonna like the approach, and once everything new that you approach him with happens, he's gonna be happy at the end because he's gonna say, "Well, babe, you're right. All right, Ashley, you're right for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? I'll let you wear the pants. I'll let you make the decisions. And you know, if you feel like that's right, sweetheart, then bang." I think he's gonna be very easygoing. Um, if he's the type of guy that you know he'll take the if he wants change, he's not gonna be like absent to it. He's willing to change. If he's been talking about like changing like the place he lives or like moving in or like if you guys don't move in, if you're not moved in with each other, he might like suggest it or he might like ask you or he might say, hey, look, maybe we can get a different place in the future or something like that if that's what you're talking about. Yo, what's up, Shakima? How you doing, sweetheart? You good? Yeah, even though you're all over the place right now, that's probably like that Knight of Wands energy is a guy who is like, you know, he really doesn't know what he's getting himself into until he gets there. So while you talking to him about this, he's gonna feel like, you know, this is like a new approach. This is a new possibility. This is my chance to prove to Ashley that, you know, I'm him, you know, I'm TJ, I'm the guy, and I'm gonna make this shit happen. And then when everything happens, it's gonna like, you know, I got the Sun card here at the end. So that tells me you'll feel more satisfied, more accomplished. You know, you'll feel the sincerity in him, you know. Yeah, I think he's like looking for that. Because the Knight of Wands is a guy who wants to be like with somebody. And like that's what it is to me. Like, to see each other constantly. Okay, yeah, good. Okay, so that makes sense then. So he's willing to like, even though he's not gonna move in, right away, but he's thinking about it. And he's thinking like, hey, if she's like setting up this schedule so we could see each other more, it's gonna end up turning into, you know, moving in time. So I see you guys eventually moving in with each other. But don't get too excited right now, okay? I'm just saying this is future and it can be and it's on his mind. So that's what I'm saying. So Ashley, it does look good, okay? And he will be happy with what you have to say. Because I feel like he listens to you, you know? Even though you probably think sometimes he don't, you know. But I feel like he does. Yeah. 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 Don't get too excited or sex excited. Okay. So, but it does look good though. I can't say nothing bad about the reading or anything here. But I see all good stuff. The only thing I get is like, like I'm gonna tell you, like from a guy's perspective, like if he's well, the reason why he's so quiet, I'm gonna tell you. Like, I don't know if you know this about him, but like he's the type of guy, he wants to hold on to every dollar he has. You see what I'm saying? He's like, he feels like, am I gonna have enough money to like be balling, or to like, take care of Ashley if I get with her? Like if we move in, can I afford to do that? Like he's worried about his finances and how he's going to like spend his money. Like he doesn't want to be like, this woman better not take all my money, all my coins. You know what I'm saying? So when I get the Four Pentacles reversed, it's a person that doesn't want to drain their pockets for you, but at the same time wants to know what your plans are. So I would say keep like the financial part of things out of the equation for now and just see what he says. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of guys, when they're with a woman, they don't want to like expose how much they have sometimes, or they don't want to tell you that, hey, look, I'm a broke ass, or even if he's not broke, like he just doesn't want to like spend his money on you, and not you just sit on your ass and do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't think he's like that, but he has that like in his mind, in the back of his mind, saying, I hope I ain't gotta spend all this money, you know? Ah, okay. So that makes sense then. Good. So he's got the bread and he spends it very wisely. So that makes sense. He's a definite Four of Pentacles reverse. He's got the bread, but he's holding on to it, and he gonna let you drain his pockets. See, that's what a Four of Pentacles reverse guy means to me. It means like I got everything here. I'm holding on to it with dear life. I'm standing on my bread and I've got it underneath my arms. You ain't taking it from me, sweetheart. But like if you don't talk about it, that's a good thing. And I think that's why he respects you, because you don't bring it up. You know what I'm saying? So like he might be a cheap ass, He might be one of those cheapskate guys, like, he might be like, you know what? I got bread, but I ain't spending it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing is, if you got your own bread, you don't need his, because a lot of women say that. I don't need your fucking money. I'm like, yeah. But you like when we spend it on you. Don't be lying. You want to eat that lobster and lick your fingers and get dessert and a starter. Becca, I'm gonna show you your thing on here. Look, I'm gonna be like you, Becca. Look. Thanks, Becca, for the super chat. She says one more question. All right, Becca, anything for you? You can ask your question, Becca Boo. She's having fun with the super chat option now. See. Man, never before guys like that never really lasted with me. See, that's the thing. Yeah, Shakim, I got monetized. I got a super chat now, so I'm living large now. See, I'm gonna have that. I'm finally gonna get a YouTube check after almost 5 years of being on here. I finally got the super chat option. I'm finally stepping up in the world. So yeah, I want to thank you and all the people that yeah, that's cool. It's all good. Like I know it's less 30%, but at least it's something better than nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just want to say thanks to everybody for making it happen. You know what I'm saying? At least it's extra, something. I don't really care about the 30%. At the end of the day, it's something, I can help people with, and, give them an option, and that's all good. I try not, and that's the reason why like things happen the way it does, because I don't really focus on money and shit like that. As long as I'm helping somebody, that's all that matters. Even though money does, like, as long as I'm not getting disrespected, I'm good. But for now, it's gonna be like that. But it's all good. Yeah, I know back on, but I always told you you can come, you can always ask me anything. It's all good. We cool like that. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. But you know, now you have the option. You know, I'm good. You know, as long as you're happy. Yeah. So Ashley, looks like you'll be all right. All right, sweetheart. Just to finish off your reading there. Looks like you'll be fine, and looks like you guys might. You know, it looks like you're gonna get better and better. As long as you keep the money shit out of the way, then that's why, because you have your own bread, that's probably why you're going to last. Because he has it and you have it. So it looks good. All right. Becky, you said, how is baby daddy Aquarius feeling about where we stand currently? We have been getting along better lately. Oh, well, that's good. That's because I sent him a threat. I didn't tell you. He came on my channel. He was like, "Yo, what's up? What's the deal between you and my baby mom?" No, I'm just kidding. I was like, "Yo, bro, that's my baby sis. Yeah, you don't fuck around. Yeah, don't let me put a fucking 50 cent on you. Yeah." He was like, "All right, bro, no diddy. You know, it's cool. You're good." So he got scared and he was like, "Yeah, I'll be good to your daughter. So you better be good to my daughter. You know, don't fuck around. I'll put spirit on your ass. Yeah." He's like, "No, bro, no, we good, we good." 50's a guy, man. 50 got me screaming every day. I always told everybody on here I've always been a big fan of his because he's like me. See, you sneak this me and I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna make you look like an idiot. I did that today. I've got a story for you guys. I'm gonna tell it after I'm finished. You guys gonna laugh your asses off. I had an interesting argument with somebody today. I had to put this hoe in her place in front of everybody too. It was a barbershop. I've never had an argument in a barbershop until today. And I had to put this hoe in her place. That's exactly what she is. So everybody was like, "Oh fuck, I thought Mark was a cool, calm, humble guy." Today I saw a different side of him. I had to act like 50 Cent today. So, you know, I try not to, but she bring the rest out of me today. She got a little lip service. But I'll tell you guys in a minute. All right, Becca wants to know about her baby daddy, Aquarius. Okay. Well, now don't you get so excited, okay? Because I know you like BBC. I know you said baby daddy is number one always, and that's probably why you're asking me this question. All right, I got all good shit, okay, and I'm happy. I'm glad you got good cards, okay. Look, I got Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands, Empress, which is you, and Judgment, right? So I would say that he's going to continue to be your hero and your BBC hero. He's going to continue to be that person that, he's going to show more bravery, more like, strength. He's going to show you that, you can depend on and you can be, civilized. He looks at you as somebody, he knows that you're a baby mom and stuff. He knows how you are. But he looks at you as the Queen of Wands. You're loving, you're friendly, you're being understanding, you're being sympathetic, and you're expressing yourself. And he knows you really sincerely, have interest in other people and you'll do shit for people, right? After all, you did take in his mom. Yeah. I would say that in the near future, things are going to get, better. It's going to be more improvement, more development. I think that, his past has kind of showed him that, hey, look, after all the past bullshit he's put you through, it looks like he's gonna like say, you know what? I'm gonna account for my actions. I hope you can forgive me. I hope you can forgive me. I can forgive you. All that type of lovey-dovey shit. And like, I think that at the end of the day, you guys are both gonna judge each other. That's not gonna go away. I always get a lot of judgment here. And after all, you are a Libra. He's an Aquarius, so those two signs always judge people anyway. I know that I do that all the time. But how does he like feel about you? Definitely like all good things. Like he respects you for being a good mother, and he knows that you understand things. And I also get like this is, because I get you here as the queen and him as the knight, I still think that he's still developing his maturity. Like I think that, if I would have got a page of swords, I would have said, he's still, acts his age and not, acts his shoe size instead of his age. But because he's a knight here, I would say he's developing into the king. He's trying to show you that he's the king, Like he's trying to show you, like, hey, look, you can depend on me, but don't fuck around. Like, don't like keep making me feel like I'm like, this this person that's non-available and this piece of shit. Like, because you might like go at him and still say, you're immature or whatever, or things like that. I think that, and take it from me, like I'm an Aquarius, so a lot of Aquarius guys and like guys in general get hurt from a woman's words. Like if you say, oh yeah, you're not much of a father, or you're a fucking asshole, and you don't do nothing for me, you're a deadbeat, all that shit hurts like a guy. So try not to like bash him. And I know he probably says dumb shit to you too, but just try not to play like the immature game. But otherwise, that, to answer your question, he thinks of you right now currently as someone who is the empress, like who is that queen of. He thinks you have two different, like, he thinks you're like two women in one. Like one day you can be all cool and safe, and the next day you're gonna be like the mom. Like, I got to take care of our son. I got to do this. It wasn't for me. And then next day you'd be like, oh, hey, how you doing, baby daddy? Blah, 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 blah. Cool. Yes. Okay. Everything's fine. Okay. Thank you for helping. He thinks you got like he thinks you're two different people sometimes. And you're laughing because I'm telling you the truth. For you to come out as the Queen of Wands and the Empress, he thinks of you as two different people. He's like, oh fuck, who am I gonna get today? Am I gonna get the Queen of Wands, or am I gonna get baby mom? That's why you came up like this. He just came up as the Knight of Swords. And the only reason why he deals with you is because of the past and because he's got a child with you. Because with this Judgment card here, it's just saying like it's in his conscience, it's in his mind. He can't get rid of you. And him, he's like possessive over you. You always got to see where you're going, what you're doing. Accusing you of being with other men and shit. You know how he is. But he showed up right in the reading, Knight of Swords. So it looks like he's okay. He's not mad at you or anything. The energy is really good. Yeah, I remember you was telling me you were supposed to fix your car. Yeah. You said how's baby dad feeling about where you stand currently? Yeah. So where you stand currently, he has a good mentality about that. He actually feels like, yeah. He feels very good about the energy that you guys have right now. You can't get no better than that. Back below, I got Judgment, Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands, Empress. You can't make that shit up. Like it's all good right now. It's good energy between you guys. So try and keep it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like don't let him like. And see, remember the reading I gave you before this, the general one. Remember what I said. See, so if he falsely accuses you, because you came up in the reading, the justice. So he might try to off balance you because sometimes you say to me, oh, he can be so cool sometimes, and then he'll just be a fucking ass. So like when he is an ass, just like move in silence, like you said, just be like, yeah, whatever, bro. I ain't listening to you. Like, whatever, bro. And I know it's hard because you're a Libra, and he's an Aquarius, so air signs are automatically triggered, like how I was today. But when someone says some stupid shit to me, it triggers me. But sometimes I'm like, yeah, whatever, bro. Whatever you say, I could care less. You're an idiot. So remember, try not to get triggered in that way, and just be the Empress and be the Queen of Wands. Be the two different people that he sees. But otherwise, that I would say he looks at you in a good way right now. He does. Right, exactly, and that's what I see. You guys judge each other and call each other names and argue. So if you don't do that, and if he starts to say something that triggers you, don't, because that's what honestly, like I'm like that too. Like if I trigger you to say something like like I'm kind of looking for like something like that. I'm like that sometimes. I can't even lie. I'll say something that would trigger somebody too because they're aggravating me. So I'll aggravate them back. So I'm like, yeah, okay. Hello, Vega Vlog. How you doing? Probably because I've been single. Because the whole time I was with someone, it was hell. Right, exactly. So, and it's going, it's gonna be that way. Because he doesn't want nobody around you. He wants his cake and eat it too. But right now, it's civilized because you're single. So, I mean, that's how he feels right now. He feels good about you, God, about you. He feels good about everything. Like he knows at the end of the day that you're the right person for him, but sometimes it's a lot of ignorance, a lot of ignorant things. Because if he's like me and he's an Aquarius like me, and like he's like a lot of Aquarius guys are like, yeah, you went that route, well, fuck you then. You know, I ain't getting back with you. You're gonna have to beg me. See, if you don't beg him, he's never gonna beg you to go back with each other. He might hint it here and there, or he might get a little soft action, or he might want to clap your cheeks, you know. But yeah, that's how most guys are. So if he gets the urge to clap your cheeks again, then probably it's going to be a little better. And then you know how it is. The best thing is to coexist with each other for the sake of your child and just for like not wasting your energy on shit. You know what I'm saying? Try not to waste your energy on it. Don't let him like get to you. Because you know how he is. You know how he be. But yeah, I got all good things for you though. And that's probably why, because you're single. You're right. So yeah. Just make sure you don't see you calling me daddy, you know. You know what? She never really says nothing. Like I don't think she wants to get involved, you know. Like she's more like happy with you and Caden, you know. She doesn't really I don't never really remember her talking about him like that. I can't remember if she did or not. I can ask her and see if she says anything. Well, she just said that she wants him to treat you right, but you're a hard ass sometimes and you're stubborn, so that's why it doesn't work out. Hey, that's your mom. She knows you. So she's saying that, it's not completely his fault, it's yours as well that you guys aren't together. You're both stubborn, but she says that she just wants him to treat you right, but you also have to do your part too. And she was like, I'm not getting involved. She was like this. Yeah. I asked her, because she's still there. And I asked her, I said, you want to answer this? And she's like, well, it's like that saying, it takes two to tango, you know? That's like pretty much what she's saying. She's like, it's not all his fault. It's both of you. But she just wants him to treat you right. That's all. And in order for that to happen, you have to do your part too. You can't be so stubborn and expect too much from him. That's all. She's always right. Mama knows best. She looks different today. Sometimes I see her, she looks like casual, and then majority of the times I see her, she's dressed up. Maybe she's dressing up, for me too, so wants to look good for Marky. That's all. But she always looks presentable. She always looks good in spirit. Man, sometimes like if you like never I don't think I don't know if she ever like got dressed up for work. And I'm sure you don't know. I don't know if you know that if she did or not. I don't know. But like if she got dressed up for work, I still think like she wants to look good. I've seen her in a dress a few times. Hmm. Yeah, that's cool that she's with you. I'm sure she's probably glad that so and so is in there. But anyway, yeah, I'll tell you guys my story if you guys want to hear it. I had an interesting barbershop episode today. Oh boy. So anyway, I decided to go get a haircut today because I have to go to church on Sunday for my nephew's confirmation. I'm the godfather, so it's my last one, my last nephew to deal with on Sunday. So I said, let me go get a haircut now because it's gonna be bad weather. I don't want to be like walking through the city all like in the rain and shit. And I normally don't go on Wednesdays. I usually go like Mondays and shit like that when it's quiet. Because during the week it's like, pretty busy. So I walk into the barber shop and the woman that cuts my hair, I've known her for like years, like over 20 years. And I made an appointment with her and then I went there and there's three women there that cut hair. And one of them is younger, like younger than me. Like she's probably like maybe 41, 42 maybe. But she's a bitch and I don't like her. Right. And she cuts my brother-in-law's hair, my ex-brother-in-law's hair. Right. So she's like, my brother-in-law is probably talking shit about me, guaranteed, to her. Right. And oh, you got your haircut today too? Good. So and the guy she was cutting the hair is an acquaintance. Like he's not really my friend. He works with my brother-in-law. So the guy that she was cutting the hair works with my brother-in-law, ex-brother-in-law, and she cuts my ex-brother-in-law's hair. So I was like, oh boy, the energy is going to be off the chain in here. I was like, oh boy. And like the chairs are like pretty much like 5 feet next to each other. So you can hear what each other's saying, right? And the woman that's cutting my hair, she kind of knows like all the deal, right? And everything. And so anyway, we were there talking and stuff. And this bitch is eavesdropping on the conversation. And I kind of knew she was because they went quiet. And it was like they were listening to us. And I was like, this ain't gonna end well. I just felt the energy, like I just feel it, like, you know. And I was like, yes, this ain't gonna end well. I know this bitch is something is going. This guy's gonna say something, right? So, oh boy, my the woman that's cutting my hair, right? She's like, her name's Jeanette. So Jeanette's like, oh, how's your sister doing? I'm like, yeah, she's doing great. She loves her job. You know, thank God bless her. You know, I went there the other day and she had all those things on sale. That place looks so nice. Your sister did a great job. I'm like, yeah, she's really happy. And she goes, oh, what about the ex? Is he still being a dickhead? I'm like, yep, he is. He's the biggest dickhead in the world. And she was blow drying my hair, like finishing it off, right? And ready to put some gel in there, right? So while she was blow drying my hair, she mentioned him. So how the fuck did this woman next to me hear her say and talk about him and me talk about him? I'm saying this girl's got some radioactive fucking satellite eardrums. She heard me say, like, yeah, he's a dickhead and he's fuck him or whatever, right? So you know what she did? Yeah, she was really listening through the hair dryer fucking noise. So she snaps her neck over, and I was like, oh boy, here we go. I'm gonna fucking choke slam this fucking bitch or wrap this fucking hair dryer cord around her fucking neck today. So I'm saying like, yeah, that's what she is. She's a pokey bitch, right? I never liked her, never have liked her, right? So she snaps her neck over and looks at me and says, oh, don't you know that your ex brother in law has cancer? And I looked at her, and my hairdresser is looking at her like, what the fuck? And I was like, what do you mean he has cancer? He ain't got no fucking cancer. Oh, yes, he does. He just came from Leahy away. And this, I said, listen to me. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And furthermore, what are you doing? Like talking to me about my brother-in-law and exposing his shit inside the barbershop in front of all these people. So she was like, she went all red in her face, and my hairdresser's like in the mirror, like, I'm like, no, you're gonna get it today, bitch. You wanna fucking eavesdrop on my conversations? You wanna fucking talk shit? I said, today you're gonna hear it. I'm sick and tired of you people listening to this guy's lies. And when you see me, you know I don't like him, and you know he don't like me. So you're gonna believe this liar, and you don't know him like I do, and you're claiming his got shit that he ain't got, right? And then I was like, he's lying to you. Oh well, then why does he have a cut in back of his ear? I said because he had an ear operation. And I said we have the paperwork that he sent his sons that are my nephew is not yours, so you don't know what he has. I said when he comes in here, right? He lies to your face and looks for sympathy. But just so gullible, you just listen to it. And the guy's getting his hair. He knows me and knows and he didn't say one word. He didn't say nothing. He just stood. He kept his. He didn't have never even looked at me. He kept his head straight, right? But he knows my sister, and he's cool with my sister. But I don't really like him, right? He's from like the West, so I don't like all these West Side gangster type guys, right? But he ain't no gangster or nothing. He's like a gangster. So anyway, he ain't gonna say nothing to me anyway. But he comes into the equation in the very end. I'll tell you. So anyway, me and her is going back and forth in front of all these people. There's like 10 people in the barbershop, right? And everybody's like quiet listening to us argue. And I was like, if he had cancer, right? Now, why is he doing all these activities and doing all these things? A person who has cancer don't have that type of energy and can't do the things that he's doing. And I said, first of all, he just came back from New York. He never went to Leahy in Boston. Because so he's lying to you right there. We have the itinerary. We have, because by law, he has to give it to my sister and his kids to tell him know where he's going. And the lawyers already told us, you dumb bitch, so you don't know nothing. You're just listening to this guy lie to your face. And she was like, well, what does he have? I said, well, apparently he's got cancer. Didn't he tell you? You believe him. Why are you going to believe me? I said, look, he's got ear problems. He had an ear operation and he lost his hearing. You understand? It happens to a lot of people in the world. He does not have cancer. There's no proof of that. And I said, and she goes, oh, well, I believe him. I said, well, tell him to bring proof because he ain't gave us proof and he hasn't gave the lawyers no proof because he's got to pay child support. And if he can't prove he's got cancer, then he's got to pay. You see what I'm saying, sweetheart? So you don't know nothing. You're just listening to this clown talk to you. So we're going back and forth for like 10 minutes. And my hairdresser's quiet. Everybody's quiet, just listening to us, like, argue. So then I was like, look, at the end of the day, you want to listen to his fucking lies? Go right ahead. I said it just like that. As soon as I put the fuck in there, that was it. Everybody went quiet because it was like, oh, fuck, this guy's going off it. And then I got up as I was going to make my way to pay for the haircut, right? The lady who was cutting my hair, Jeanette, she was like, she rolled her eyes. She was like, I can't believe this. And I'm like, yeah. And then she starts going on again. She was like, oh, well, I'm just going to let you know that all I do is cut his hair. I'm not trying to get involved. I said, but it's too late. You got involved. So shut the fuck up. And that was it. As soon as I said, shut the fuck up, that was a wrap. Everybody looked at me and I was like, here's your money. Have a great day. I said, yo, have a great afternoon. And she turned her back to me and didn't say one word. Then where I get my haircut, it's like a 2-minute walk to go to see my sister at her job. So you know me, I had like half an hour left on my parking bay thing. So I said, let me walk to my sister's job and tell her just what happened. So as soon as I got there, her and her friend was in the office and I went right in. I said everything. Like, and her friend said, okay, I'm leaving. You go talk to your sister. I said, yeah, And so anyway, I told my sister the whole thing. So guess who comes right behind me to tell my sister what I did? The guy that was in the chair getting me haircut, her friend from work that used to work with her. When he walked in the door, he saw me. He goes, I figured you was gonna come here, but I came over here to tell your sister and you that what happened in that barbershop just now is very uncalled for. And she had no right coming at you like that. And I told her when you left that she's gonna make things worse for herself, believing that guy. And I said, let me tell you something, bro. You never said one word. He goes, oh, I don't want to get involved. I said, but you're fucked up. You should have said something because you work with him. You know the truth. Oh, I ain't getting involved. I said, that's cool. I told her about herself. He said to me, the best thing you said to her was tell him to prove he has cancer. And I said, of course I'm going to tell her because liars have no proof. If you lie, I'm going to ask you for proof. What's the proof of your lie? Are you lying or are you telling the truth? If you can prove what you say is real, then I'm going to believe you. If you can't prove it, then I ain't got no time for you. You're a fucking liar. Because liars have never had proof last I checked. So then my sister knows the owner of that barbershop. And so do I. We've known her way longer than that girl that's worked there, right? Because I've been getting my hair cut from this lady for 25 years, easy. Probably longer than that, right? But anyway, I've known her personally, and my sister's known her personally for years, right? Exactly. But see, that's what you know what, Shakima? She said to the guy in the chair after I left, I can't understand why Mark's brother-in-law is gonna lie about that. And he said, look, he lies all the time. He looks for sympathy. He looks for people that's gonna believe him because nobody believes him because he knows he's lying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. She should have stayed out of the convo because it's nothing to do with her. Cut that guy's hair and shut the fuck up. And that's exactly what I told her. Like, yo, over here still running your mouth, girl. When I was paying, I looked back, I said, look, girl, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. She didn't say one word back to me. And the girls that were the owner was in there, and she snapped her head back at me, and she was like, "Oh, hi, Mark," and she just rolled her eyes. I'm like, "Yeah, you think this shit's over? You guys can get rid of this fucking rat around here. This fucking bitch is weird. Like, who are you to like? How are you gonna tell me what my ex brother-in-law has? And I'm the brother-in-law, and who are you? Just the hairdresser. Are you fucking kidding me, woman? This guy is lying to you. You're so dumb. Have you heard anybody come to you and tell you the same story? No. And I said, next time he gets a haircut, tell him bring proof. And then you can show me when I come here next time. So anyway, my sister uh messaged the owner, right? And said, look, your employee disrespected my brother, put my ex-husband's fucking business out there for everybody in that shop to hear. She's very unprofessional and she's fucking dumb for doing that, and she should have never done that shit. So you need to tell her she needs to cut that shit out, and Mark ain't going around there when she's around there, because the next time she's gonna hear more. And that's the last person you want to piss off. So she was like, "Oh my God, I totally agree with you. We heard the whole thing. We're gonna talk to her tomorrow. We were gonna talk to her anyway because it was so busy today." And I was like, "I know you picked the wrong time to talk shit to me, because I'll expose you in front of all people. I don't care who they are." And not one person looked at me after that when I left that barbershop. They was like, "Oh boy, the barbershop fucking combo got too funny. Spilled, the tea got spilled and got thrown in her face." So I made her look fucking stupid because she was talking to somebody who knows the person, and you don't even know the guy. All you do is cut his hair once a month. And you're gonna tell somebody who's known this guy for almost 30 years what he has and what he don't have? What the fuck are you talking about, woman? Get away from me. So my sister's pissed, and so was I. But I calmed down, I was like, yeah, whatever. So I told my sister, next time I get a haircut there, I'm gonna make sure she's not there, because I can't see that woman around there when I go get a haircut. I'm gonna make sure I go there on her day off, so I don't have to look at her no more. Because if she says something to me again, I'm gonna go off again. But she won't say nothing to me now, because when I left, when I fucked her off, she didn't say one word. But the funniest part was when I was talking to my sister in her office, that guy came up. He was like, "Oh, I figured you were here. I wanted to tell you like that shit was fucked up, and I'm your witness." And I'm like, "Yeah, fuck you too." Like, I told him, I said, "You didn't even say nothing. Oh, I ain't getting involved." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're a pussy, man. You should have said something to her. You should have told her shut the fuck up and cut your hair and stop worrying about what people's talking about." Like, a person who eavesdrops on your conversation and butts in and starts talking shit, like a person like that, I ain't got no respect for you. Because I would never do that. Unless you look at me and say, "You know what I mean, bro?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" "Oh yeah, yeah, cool, yeah, whatever." But if I ain't if I'm eavesdropping on you, I ain't butting in your shit. Like, that's disrespect. Especially if I'm in a place of work. That's just like stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, that was my fun afternoon today. You know? That was my fun afternoon. Fucking off a hoe that don't know shit. So yeah, she pissed me off, and I told her about herself, and she didn't like it. But I know why she did it, because my sister says, "You're right, Mark." I said, "I know I'm right." What it is, my brother-in-law goes there, talks shit about me, talks shit about my sister, and talks shit about my nephews and my family. And then this gullible bitch believes him, and then takes that and then stirs shit with me today. And how are you going to defend a guy that is your client and you don't even know him like that? Because he just started getting haircuts there like probably like 4 years ago, if that. He's probably been getting there maybe less than 4 years, because he used to cut his own hair. Dan. Dan said, "I got a haircut with a guy with an eye patch." But you see what I'm saying? Like that shit's just like, I can't believe that happened to me today. I was just like, wow. I can't believe the audacity of this bitch. Like jumping on me like that, talking shit to me, and you didn't even know the guy like that. You don't know what this guy has. If you think he's got cancer, you're out of your mind. He has no such thing. He's just lying to you because he knows that I come there. And he thinks that he's gonna get sympathy from us. Like, even if you did have cancer, you're one of those people who deserve a disease because of all the evil shit you've done to people. You know what I'm saying? But God ain't gonna give you that because God's gonna make you suffer in other ways. Even though he's trying to manifest a disease and manifest sympathy and manifest something bad so people can, or he can get out of paying for shit, God's making sure that don't happen. See? God's gonna make sure that happens at the right time. And there's so many people, right? So many good people in the world. The sad part of it all is there's so many good people who get cancer and can't even afford to fight it or can't fight it and end up dying, like Sue. See, that's why I'm so mad, right? In a way, for him to say he's got cancer and he doesn't, and saying it as a lie, is the most disrespectful thing you can do to yourself. And knowing that I know somebody who I loved and care about that didn't deserve to die and should be in the world today and died of cancer and fought it and got it, and Sue got cancer, fought it, beat it, and got it again. Right? It came back, unfortunately. But she fought it to the very end. And for this bastard to say that he has it and he doesn't, and all he has is a little ear infection and lost his hearing, apparently, and you still get to work while somebody who has cancer like is deteriorating and dying. Like you're a fucking idiot. And that's why it made this girl confused. This hoe was actually believing this guy. And I told her, look, the guy's lying to you. I know him. But he's corrupted you to believe that I'm the bad guy. But he is the devil. That's who you cut. You cut the devil's hair. That's whose hair you cut. You cut the devil's hair. That's who he is. He's the devil in living flesh. And that's what people are. But he always tries to find a problem. But guess what? You know how karma is? Karma's a bitch. Karma happens every day. And you know what happened to my ex-brother-in-law and his hoe? They went away last week so he can get a checkup in New York. And he came back and he has COVID. Him and his hoe. Now they have COVID. He's got COVID and she's got COVID. See how karma is? You want a disease so bad? You want to be sick so bad? No problem. God's not going to give you cancer, but he'll give you an ear infection, an ear loss, and some COVID and a hood. That's what you get. And the more you try to manifest that shit, the more the devil's going to end up giving it to you. God's going to say, oh, well, you can take him, devil. You can have him. He ain't really about that life. You can give him some cancer, whatever you want. You damn right, man. You're damn right. But you know when it's all going to hit him? Is when he's finished paying for his children. That's when it's going to hit him. I told my sister, mark my words. God has a nice plan for him. And the devil's just bringing it all up. I want him to stay alive. I want him to be healthy. I want him to pay. Because he's never paid in the past. My sister was paying for everything. I want him to stay alive, stay healthy, so he has no excuse to the court or the lawyer to pay child support. I want him to pay child support for the next 3 to 4 years and their college and their school. And if he does all of that, then he can rot in hell and die in a fucking lonely place, and I could care less. He don't deserve to live anyway. And I don't wish that on nobody, and I don't wish that on my worst enemy. But that's up to God. And I know God does that shit to people. And I know the devil just brews it all in anyway. But people like that, he's going to get his eventually. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I think it's going to happen. Once he's done his duty and paying for his children, right up until 18 and then college tuitions and all that shit, once he's finished paying his last dollar, that's when his shit's gonna go downhill. And that's what I believe will happen. Whether or not it happens, I don't know. Because my mom always says that, the devil already has plenty of people down there. He's got to keep some on earth. I believe her. And my mom always says, Mark, please don't say nothing. Don't do nothing to him. Because I know you. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm trying not to be 50 Cent. I won't. I promise. Okay, Ninja. Good night. Take care. But yeah, it's crazy how that guy has so much like lying. He lied to so many people. It's ridiculous. Like you don't get embarrassed for like lying to people and shit. Like what I'm saying? Who the fuck are you? Like why would you like continuously lie to people? Like your hairdresser, your barber, your work colleagues, your family, your children. Like you don't how the fuck could you remember what you said to all these people? I guess, oh, how could you remember your lies? You must be really like good at that, at lying to people and like trying to you convince that dumb hoe, but you ain't gonna convince me. And I guarantee you, the next time he goes there, she's gonna say, guess what? Your brother-in-law got me in trouble. He fucked me off because I was defending you because you told me you had cancer and you don't. And then she's gonna put him on the spot. And she's gonna say, yeah, you almost got me fired. Now I can't say nothing about you because I got in trouble. That's what you get. You fuck around with me, you find out. So hopefully she exposes him and he comes in for his next haircut. I told her, you tell him to prove that he has cancer. When you get that proof, you call me because we're waiting for it. We've been waiting for a whole year for that. So if you can get it, let us know. Because if he had proof, he would have been told the lawyer that. He would have been told his lawyer, look, I have cancer. I can't even work. I can't pay, these child support fees, all that shit, right? Am I right or wrong? Because if you have like a disease or, you have cancer, how you supposed to pay child support? You're all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Last I checked, people who have cancer, they can't do a lot of things. And the way you're going, how the fuck you like living with yourself? And he still smokes cigarettes. That's what I told her. I said, you're listening to this guy who says he's got cancer, but he still smokes cigarettes and drinks alcohol. Did you know that part? And she just looked at me. I was like, you're a dumb bitch. You should have never opened up your mouth. But guess what? You didn't know me, but now you do. You're going to say to yourself, I should have never said nothing to that fucking guy. I told her right to her face. If he had cancer, why is he still smoking cigarettes? She probably does have herpes. That's my other sister. That my sister-in-law that was with my brother, she cheated on my brother and she got herpes. She has that STD. She got sexually transmitted dick. And now she's got to live with that guy for the rest of her life because they both give it to each other. And she knows she can't go to nobody else. Not my problem. I expose them all. Because if it was the other way around, I'm sure they would do it to me. But they ain't got nothing on me because there's nothing to talk about. And we find that out through other people too. That's what happens when you get karma. You cheat on your husband, you disrespect your children, and the person you cheated on gave you herpes, gave you COVID. That's what you fucking get, you dumb asshole. That's what you get for cheating. And anybody who gets themselves in those predicaments, your fault, your problem. I don't have no sympathy for you. Just keep that dirty coochie away from me. That's all I gotta say. And then this one here, my ex brother-in-law, he cheated on my sister, and now he's got COVID, with his COVID, and he's got all these problems. Lost his hearing. He's all fucked up. That's what he gets. When people do bad shit, they expect good things to happen. It don't work that way. You continue to get karma every day. So it's never good to be bad. Not my problem. But anyway, that's my story for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That was my fun for today. I just can't wait till I don't have to listen to anything about that guy no more. But it always comes to me, see, because he runs his mouth about me, and then people believe him. And then when I put that person in place, they look like an idiot. So yeah, I had to do my duty and tell a hoe about herself. So it's all good. It happens for a reason. My sister's actually happy that I fucked her off because she deserves it. And tomorrow she's gonna get fucked off again by her superiors and her bosses. So it's her problem. She should have never opened up her mouth. See, she doesn't know that I know there's people like that. See, she made it worse for herself for a liar. You might cause yourself your job, and you cause yourself to look really stupid in front of those people. And you should have just kept quiet. Never back a liar, because you're gonna look like an idiot. And about 2 months ago, I told her boss, my friend, I told the woman that cuts my hair, I said, look, I know she cuts his hair. And you better warn her not to listen to that guy, because he's gonna make her look stupid. And look, it happened. And I would have never thought I was gonna be the one to make her look stupid, but it had to happen somewhere. So it better off being me than somebody else. So anyway, a word to the wise before I sound off. Don't lie, and then you won't have to get yourself in any bad predicaments. And don't ever defend a liar, because you're going to look like an idiot. And if you don't do bad shit, then you don't have to worry about karma coming to you. Because it eventually will. I promise you that. So be nice. Don't fuck around. Yeah? And don't be eavesdropping on people's fucking conversations. And like Shakima said, mind your damn business. Yeah? But yeah, that's how it is. That's my story for today. I had to deal with another weirdo who. It's crazy. It's been an eventful day. But I'm glad it's over. I'm glad it's already Thursday today. Anyway, it's 1:00 in the morning here. I'm going to get my ass to bed. I will be here tomorrow. It's supposed to rain a lot here tomorrow and Friday, so I might be on during the day. So heads up, I might be on during the day. So if you need me or you want to come hang out, I'll be here probably in the morning time, maybe 10:30, 11, depending on the weather. But yeah, it's supposed to rain here for the next 2 days. We need the rain though, so I'm blessed that we're gonna get it because everything's so dry around here. The grass is like drying up, so I'm glad it's gonna rain for 2 days. We need it. The grass and the hedges need it, and our water tank needs it too. So, and my pool and everything. I might even go, outside and get a bath in the rain. If no one's looking. All right. Good seeing you, Dan. Take care. Shakima, good night. Take care. Virgo, good luck tomorrow. Let me know what's going on. Yeah, I am surprised you're awake. Yes. I am surprised you're awake. Surprised you ain't got fun slapped. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you all, and I appreciate everybody bringing me to getting monetized. I appreciate every one of you have a stake in that pie, a piece of that pie, I should say. And this is our channel, not just mine. This is everybody. This is all of your channel. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be, monetized. And now I gotta remember to say thanks for the super chat. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.